Hi guys and welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. So today's video is about how to become the best version of yourself. So don't worry, I have literally, listed whole informative, the topics which I feel like is much needed to tell you guys, which will make you understand. So yeah, without any further ado, we'll just get right into this video. So, to make you guys understand better, I have divided the whole topic, that is how to become the best version of yourself, into three main steps. So, the first step is to make a vision. So, what do I mean by making a vision? I mean that, making a vision gives us a reason for our choices as well as actions. So it's a very initial step, but it is a very important, it is very important, and also, adds so many importance to the whole process. So we'll discuss that in detail later on. The second step is to build a mindset. Guys, do you understand how important is to have a mindset? A strong mindset can, feel some purposes into our daily activity. So it's a very important one. Last but not the least, the third one is implementation. Execution or implementation are very important. Just think of it, अगर हम कोई action कर रहे हैं but without execution, what are we gonna achieve? कुछ भी नहीं. We are not gonna get anything if our execution or implementation is not done. So it's a very important one. So we'll just discuss one by one in more detail. Okay, so the first one which we are gonna discuss is making a vision. So I want you guys कि आप ये सोचो कि आप 10 साल बाद आप खुद को कहाँ देख रहे हो. Like think of after 10 years. Where are you seeing yourself after 10 years? Like what situations you are in. So I've listed some situations according to which I want you guys to think about it. The first situation, or the first thing I want you guys to make a vision about, is your career. Like think about it. For example, if you are a person, you want to do a job, so think yourself after 10 years, like what kind of a job you are doing. For example, in which company you might be doing a job in your dream company. On the other hand, think otherwise, like whether you want to do a business. So think after 10 years, like what kind of business you are doing. You might be doing, you might be creating a brand for yourself. So think about it, think in that way. I want you guys to be specific as possible, because it will give you a more clear view. The second thing I want you guys to vision about is what kind of lifestyle he or she is having. So imagine, like, make a vision, like what kind of fashion he or she is in, or what type of clothes they are wearing, what type of house they live in, like whether the house has its own walk-in closet or whether the house has its own swimming pool. Like make a vision, what kind of house you want, what kind of, clothes you want to be wear in after 10 years, like where you see yourself wearing those clothes. Imagine in that way. Imagine, like, whether the person likes to travel a lot, whether the person is traveling all over the countries, cities, etc., and or whether the person has settled at one place, whether the person is living in a particular country.
I completely didn't realize that while I was recording, there was an insect sound in the background. I'm so sorry, but I promise I'll take care of it from the next time.
Okay, so the another situation I want you guys to vision about is like personality. Like, so if I want to make a vision for myself, I would be thinking like what kind of personality I am, like what kind of aura I have created around myself, how much confident I am as a person, what is my mindset, whether I'm strong, I'm powerful, how do I feel about myself. So I will really, I'll really think as precisely as possible, because if I will think precisely, I would have a clear view of it. So the another situation I want you guys to think about is your relations. Like what are your relation with your friends, family, or even your partners. Think about it. If talking about friends, then what kind of friendships do you have? Do you have, a good positive friendship with people? Think about your family, that how much time do you spend with your family and friends? When you think about your partners, so think about a relationship which you are in, whether you are in a relationship where you are feeling positive about yourself, whether you feel uplifted about yourself. Think as precisely as possible, like what kind of relations do you want your future self to have? You guys to think about is a healthy lifestyle. Like, are you living a healthy lifestyle? And if you are doing, then think about, like, you're eating a nutritious food, you are keeping yourself healthy, fit and fine, not eating junk food. See yourself to that level, like understand what how precise I want you guys to be. Like sub cheeses socho, and make a vision of it. So the second step is to build a mindset. Building a mindset lies in between making a vision and execution. So it's the most crucial step. You just think of it, just हम अगर एक vision लेके बैठे हुए हैं, where we are thinking of our future self, and we are just doing that, we are not doing anything, like nothing. So are we gonna achieve what we are dreaming of as a future self? No, we are not gonna achieve that. By building a mindset, I mean that you need to have a strong mindset in your present. You need to have a strong mindset in present in order to achieve what you are dreaming of as your future self. So you have, like, for example, just think of it, like you are a person and you are just not getting out of your comfort zone. You are having a mindset where you are like, no, I don't want to do these things, I do not want to research about certain things, I don't want to gain knowledge. Are you gonna accomplish anything? No, you're not going to accomplish anything. So having a strong mindset is very, very, very important. So I've listed some of the mindsets which I feel like each and everyone should inbuilt in their selves to in order to be the best version of yourself. So we'll see that mindsets one by one. First mindset is failure. What is failure? Like, failure just gives us two choices. The first choice is to just sit and just be like, oh, I failed, I'm a failure. And the second choice is that stand up and try again. Doesn't matter how many tries you have to do, but you don't have to give up. Robbins once said that you don't have to get rid of your fear, you just have to dance with it. And it's so true, because we throughout our life, we are just we are just have a whenever we think of doing something, we are just like, oh nahi, fail ho gaye to kya, fail ho gaya to kya. But no, we need to understand that failures are meant to make us learn new things. जितने भी बार हम फेल होएंगे, उतने ही ज़्यादा चीज़ें हम सीखेंगे, उतने ही चीज़ों की हमें नॉलेज होगी और उतने ही सक्सेसफुल हम बनेंगे. Each and every time we fail, we learn a new thing from it. So why not to face failure rather than just sitting and say, no, I'm a very डरपोक, मेरे से नहीं होगी ये चीज़ें, मुझे बहुत ये है, मुझे नहीं करना है. I know we do it, but guys, what's the point just sitting at the point and being like, no, मुझे नहीं करना है, and rather than just facing it. And you know what, just because for a reason कि नहीं, whatever, doesn't matter how many times I fail, I will stand up with more power in myself, and I will move towards my success. That's the mindset you have to build in yourself. They say that God just make us fail in order to give us something better. So every time we fail, keep in mind that God has something better planned for us, and walk in that way. Just stand up for yourself, and face the fear and go through it. Another mindset is confidence. Okay, for example, if I walked into a room full of crowded people, वहाँ पे सब लोग अपने अपने में बातें कर रहे हैं एंड बहुत अलग अलग लोग हैं एंड while entering I am just feeling very uncomfortable with that or I am like no I don't have a confidence to move in. You know what I will do? I will think of my future self. What will my future self do? And if the answer is that my future self will go out there with confidence, guys, I will go. I'll pretend to be confident. They say external confidence is easy to build because we can pretend it, because it says that, fake it until you make it, and that's so true. That's so true. Once you start doing the things, you will get it. You will build that confidence in yourself. So do that. Another mindset is victim mindset. Guys, we play a victim mindset by saying life is very unfair to me, मेरे साथ बहुत बुरा हुआ, मेरे साथ ये हुआ, मेरे साथ ये चीज़ नहीं होनी चाहिए थी, मैं फेल हुआ इतना टाइम. You know what, guys? Life is unfair to everyone. Everyone fails. But what's the difference is, they get up, they try it again and again and again. You know what, why we guys do this? Because we have an option. We really do have an option. Imagine or think of the people working outside in order to get food, in order to fulfill their requirements. They need to work very hard. If we would give them an option that don't do that work, they would be like, yeah, fine, we won't do the work. But they do not have an option. They have to work, because in order to get their food, in order to fulfill their requirements. So just because we have an option, we have a privilege, we are being lazy, we just play the victim mindset. The next mindset is focus on your progress. So I've read in this book known as Atomic Habits, it states that focus on your systems rather than your goals. Okay, so for example, if I'm an entrepreneur and I want to create a brand for myself, so creating a brand for myself is my ultimate goal. Whereas for creating a brand for myself, I need to look for marketing, branding, niche market, the core foundation for the brand, and all of these things. Okay, so these are my systems. Systems are processes. So I need to have a depth knowledge of my systems in order to achieve my goal. So systems are about progress, which ultimately lead towards goal. Goals are for setting a direction. So you really need to focus on your systems first, because आप अगर बस ये लेके बैठ जाओगे कि मेरा ये goal and you are not gonna do anything about it, that nothing is gonna happen. So you really need to focus on your systems and processes. Another mindset is stop replicating somebody else's actions. So for example, if you have two of your friends who are continuously partying outside, जो continuously बाहर रहते हैं, enjoy करते हैं, friends के साथ बाहर जाते हैं lunch dinners पे, and at times where you also feel like नहीं यार, even I want to go, even I have to do crazy stuff in my life. But guys, if your dreams are better or bigger than an average person, then why do you want to live a life of an average person? Why do you want to do the actions which somebody else is doing, which has completely different goals compared to yours? There might be a stage जहाँ पे तुम अपने एक लाइफ के स्टेज पे रहोगे, and they will be at a stage where they are suffering, where they are struggling with few things of their career, and you would be at a stage where you are enjoying your life to the fullest. So please choose your actions wisely. The mindset is let go of things. Guys, you need to really understand that in order to have something new in life, in order to get new opportunities in life, in order to have new people in life, you need to let go of previous situations, previous people, previous things. You can't hold on grudges for a very long time and just be like, why didn't things work out like that? ये होना चाहिए था, वो होना चाहिए था. No. You need to let go of that and move on, because God will serve you better. Your destiny will give you much bigger and much better things afterwards. So you need to really focus on these rather than these stuff. Is being limitless. Guys, be limitless. Why do you want to have, certain boundaries to yourself, or you want to have the certain limitations to yourself? Why? You can have each and every big and better thing in life. आप ये सब चीजें आप खुद से हासिल कर सकते हो. So why are you limiting yourself? Why are you limiting your happiness? No, it's not needed कि नहीं मुझे इतना ही चाहिए, मुझे उतना ही चाहिए. When you can have it all, when you can have all the better and best things in life to you, is stop being on your phone continuously. Stop being on it. The people who you are watching are already having their best lives, are already doing the crazy stuff. Why? Because they are working hard for it. And what we are doing, and then we just complain about the stuff. We compare our lives to theirs. We get insecure about the fact, and we just argue that why my life is not looking like this. If we are not gonna work hard, if we are not gonna do things which will make our goal achieve, then how are things gonna work as planned if we are not gonna do things? So please do things which really will make our goals achieve. So the last but not the least, the third step is implementation. So by implementation, I want you guys to do actions which support your future self. So think of it, by doing the actions, you are actually living the life what you thought or what you visioned about. You're actually getting closer to it. So it's a very, very impactful step, and you guys don't have to miss any single one of these steps. No, if you're gonna skip any one of these steps, you're not gonna achieve that. So each step has its own importance, and you really need to follow those. For example, if your future self has a vision where you are having a business, so your implementation would be like what kind of actionable activities you are doing in order to do that business. So it might be your marketing, it might be your budgeting, it might be planning out the core foundation for your business, finding out the niche market for your business. These things will look like this for the implementation ones. For example, your future self has a has a vision for a health, for example. So what will your health look like? Mental health as well as physical health. So for mental health, what you guys need to do, you guys need to meditate. You guys need to be around a positive environment. You guys need to really look after the food which you are intaking, because at the end of the day it really affects your mental health. On the other hand, if you are talking about the physical health, then if the future self has a great body, has a best physique, then you need to go to the gym in order to have that. If you're not gonna go to the gym, then that's not gonna happen. If you are not gonna make changes in the present, so what's about that future self? You're not gonna be that then. You're not gonna the vision which you made for yourself is not gonna happen. Another thing which I really want you guys to understand is relations. If you in your future self has relations which are a positive ones and etc., so I want you guys to understand and implement it in your present. Like what kind of relation you are in. Don't be around toxic people. Why are you putting yourself to a situation where you have to be continuously degraded, continuously feel not good about yourself? Why? तुम्हें वैसे क्यों feel करना है? आपको किसी ने जबरदस्ती नहीं किया वैसे सिचुएशन में रहने में. You have a choice. You really have a choice to choose your friends. You do not have to go through these things. You do not have to go through that. You really can choose your people. They say that why does it happen? It also happens because there is a fear of being alone. Guys, you don't need to have a group of friends. You don't, even if you have one or two friends, but those are the friends who completely, supports you, who continuously motivates you, who, always appreciates you, who makes you feel uplifted. Those are the real ones. Even if there is a number of one, like one true friend, it's more than enough, rather than having a group of toxic friends. It's always to better have a one friend only then, because those people, the one friend which I'm talking about, at the end of the day, even he or she has to do something in their own life. So because of that, they are supporting you. They do not have they do not have the mindset, the victim mindset. They have a goal for their life. In order to achieve that, they also want you to, grow up with them. Choose that kind of people. Even in the case of partner, choose a partner who, who allows you to be yourself, who allows you to do things which you love, who continuously appreciates you, or who supports you, or who, doesn't make you feel degraded. Be around those people, because your environment really matters. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope that you like my video, you learn something from the video, because that's the only thing, which will make me the happiest person, if I would be able to help you guys in some way out possible. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.